It's time for Power Hour.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. It's Thursday, post Nvidia earnings, and it really was kind of a nothing burger. But on the initial move, 7% move, but they rallied it, a gap filled. But what was telling was the way it started trading in the last couple hours of the market being open, and it rolled over, and it was a pretty nasty candle. And it's that shark, that bearish shark completing, where you're starting to catch maybe some resolution. At least today it began. We'll look at it, but we're just starting with Bitcoin today since we were obsessed with Nvidia yesterday. And I don't know, it started out okay. You got as high as $61,200 just about. And then when Nvidia started rolling over, I was watching both of them at the same time. It was yep, same market participants here, same bots. Because this red candle, Nvidia got the same one. And what's so unfortunate is here's the 4-hour chart right above my head. You see the 4-hour? What they ran it, and there's the 200 simple moving average. They rejected it. You didn't even see 61.7, which is kind of the top of that range you're in, between 58.4 and 61.7. Such a lack of demand from market participants that they could not even test that level again as resistance. Is that what's happening? Because if so, that's really weak. That is bad bearish price action. Short term. So just gross, but hey man, we're still above 57.5, 58.4, so we're still okay, right? I guess you're fine like a fruit fly. You just don't want to see any follow through off this 4-hour bearish engulfing candle, because any follow through is going to be taking you back to that demand zone, and we've been here for a while. We've caught our rallies off these lows, and now we're back at it. This is where we should be running, not testing resistance, putting in the lowest high of entire downtrend, rolling over and coming back to test support again. That support, every time it gets tested, gets weaker and weaker. Right? More and more demand is absorbed at this level. So seeing it again, that's just a more absorption of remaining demand before all demand is finally absorbed, and then the major markdown begins. You don't want to see that. So it's just like any rally just is getting auto sold into. Have you noticed? Oh, we were gonna bullish engulfing after hitting support, and we're not. Yeah, I mean, this isn't really bull market behavior right now. It doesn't mean that they can't defend the level, but okay, if they're defending the level, isn't it time for follow through to run to higher highs? Still waiting. Trump keeps speaking about, if he gets elected, the Bitcoin America is going to be the crypto capital of the world. It's no one cares. No news-driven catalyst that is coming out now is having any positive effect on Bitcoin's price at all. That's not really great. Remember the 2020 PayPal and Square news within a few weeks of each other? That was where we went from 14, 13K to 20K almost instantly, and then 20K to 40 plus K to 60 plus K. So just don't really, I would like more evidence that buyers should control this market. I just don't really have that evidence yet. I think if you wanted to have the argument for really good stuff, we're not getting sold into, we're engulfing, we're breaking the heart line of this channel, and then we're going to catch continuation and run higher than 64.7. You're not doing that right now. So it's pretty disappointing price action. Okay, that's kind of, I wish it was better, man. But I can't come in here and blow smoke up your, Bitcoin dominance. Still just hanging around near its multi-year highs. We're just waiting on 60, man. And if Bitcoin, dude, just think about it like this. If Bitcoin marks down, if we lose 57.5, that's probably where we see 60% market cap dominance, because that means that altcoins are getting absolutely murdered. unfathomable murder on altcoins to run us to 60 while Bitcoin makes its way to 52K again, 53K. That's how it would do it. That seemed like right now, that seemed a little bit more probable than like Bitcoin pivots here and runs tremendously, God candles to 70 plus K, and altcoins just woefully, you know, rally but just underperform. I mean, that's another outcome. It's just like, give me the price action that would lead me to believe that's going to be the outcome. And right now we're not getting that price action. So yeah, jeez. Bitcoin futures. I'm from the future man. You can pretty much see that they filled the gap, and just, you know, you're still above support. You're still above the 200-day moving average. You're okay. Everything's fine until 57.5 on futures and spot prices broken. Once that breaks, we are screwed. So you can rejoice that another day above this level is okay, but what's the context? Well, consecutive lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We're just holding on again by the grace of God. I don't really think the oscillators look good at all either for some sort of like impending reversal or continuation upward. Like if you just look at the RSI, like you got to the lowest level seen in a year at the lows, 31, and then you rallied and you're just sitting up here kind of neutral. Yeah, this is, I mean, maybe they do hold it. Maybe this is a higher low than the previous low. Just bearishly converging. Well, we know resolution's coming, right? Because the oscillator's completely reset. We are neutral now. I mean, like the momentum has reset. So big move coming, whether it's a rally or reversal, or a rally or a major dump. We start violently building negative momentum again, or we start building positive momentum again. All right, find like a fruit fly situation we're in, unfortunately. So it's like this stream sponsored by fruit fly supports. Bitcoin market cap. In this situation, it's nasty because it's like, what did they do today? They ran it up to almost 1.212 trillion, which is an extremely real, undeniable level. Here's the evidence, not the opinion, right there. April 2021, former all-time high. They had been testing it so well from August 8th all the way to August 22nd before they broke it and then reversed. And this time today, there was such a lack of demand on Bitcoin that they could not formally test it again. It was very close, but nay. The heart line of the downtrend was tested. Yeah, heart line of the downtrend was regarded as resistance again. That's not really good. It's just not. And I'll just show you. Are you above the 200 moving average, the 50 moving average, the 20 average moving average, or are you above? Are you below or are you above? Someone want to tell me as of today? And I'll just wait. As I drink my wonderful Irwin coffee, man. Fueling this stream for legit like over 6.5 years. It's crazy. Above, exactly. We are above. Kappa. Oh, I'm just waiting for like more than like 3 answers. So I'm just gonna start twerking on stream to get y'all typing. I guarantee you, if I started literally twerking like a moron on stream, y'all would start typing. Yep. Can't talk about TA and get the typing. Nope, have to do degenerate, stupid stuff. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Spoiler alert. Trading below all 3 major moving averages on the daily, and that goes for spot price too. No, I didn't show you. I'll just show you real quick if you really want to see it. Here it is. The 50, the 20, all below. You were trying to recapture the 20 today. You were. But what's the 20? The 20 is 60,300. A close below that isn't really good. Okay, just letting you know. It's just they're just reference points. You want your, if you love trends, then naturally, if you love uptrends, then you always want the asset to be, the price to be trading above all three moving averages. If you're a seller, if you're a bear, if you love short selling, you always want the asset to be trading below all the moving averages and below all key supports. So you're sandwiched between maybe the moving averages and that key ice line, 57.5, 58.4. Okay. Okay.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Ethereum is flat on the day. Oh, they were going to do it, man. Well, the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart is doing one of the little scrub rallies. Again, congrats. Nothing to really be excited about. I'm sorry, man. There's just nothing. Look what they did. The range that Ethereum was confined within was whipsawed to the upside and the downside. Hit a key support and rallied, and what? Rejected. What was once a support level is flipping to resistance. You just had a 4-hour bearish engulfing candle. Whatever. Wouldn't it be better to see 2400 again for confirmation low? If you were a swing trader or something, you always want confirmation lows locally. You don't have that, so, and the oscillators look set up to maybe get oversold again. I don't like it. I'm just like, if you want, dude, I don't know what you're doing. If you're like, yeah, man, I'm a swing trader and I'm excited about Ethereum. Said no one ever today or the past few weeks. Yeah, no hype, no type. I get it, dude. I get it. I don't know. I feel like if I was making you watch ads and you had to pay to be here, it'd be different. It's just a, effort from everyone. I'll do my best. You do your best. We all can win. Okay, that's Ethereum, dude. I just don't like, there's no edge. There's no structure. There's nothing about this that gets me excited at all. I mean, look, if you extend this out, what happened? It's so pathetic, right? Like the original supply line going back to like June, extending it. It was support and then false breakout, right? Bitcoin crashed. But then what was once resistance is now being confirmed as resistance again. It's almost like it's bear flagging. I don't know how we would paint it, but it's just crappy bearish consolidation in a downtrend. It's kind of just like that, man. Like, for real. You see that? Garbage? We don't have to even go there, dude. Thanks for the $2 super chat. No. Our country is effed in every way. The fact that that person actually exists and then like everyone's being gaslit to think she's not some obscene joke, complete and utter joke. That's what's so much more sickening about it. It's demoralizing, but this is what the communists did back in the Soviet Union. They would like tell lies, and they knew they were blatant lies, but what are you going to do about it? You're not going to do anything about it. Yeah, we're going to tax unrealized gains. Yeah, whatever. We're going to up the corporate tax rate. We're going to leave the borders open. We're going to continue this anarcho-tyranny. We're no longer going to be, if you're an illegal immigrant, you can do whatever you want. But if you're a citizen, you're going to pay more taxes. We're going to audit you. We're going to surveil you. We're going to censor you. And those people get what you want, what you get, or what you have. Yeah, we let the Venezuelan migrants, let them take over whole condo units in Colorado. No one's going to do anything about it. No one cares. Whatever. Yeah, that's where we are. It's the demise of like the republic. We're there. Yeah, these people have so much power that we are effed. But speaking of effed, just look how effed Ethereum potentially is. This is like a bear pole, bear flag, and they could run this freaking thing up to 2,900 again, and you're still confined within. It's ugly, dude. Just think about like if we're just identifying Bulkowski, right? The bull pole, bull flag, and we do it conservatively, like by the top of the pattern, the measured move is legit like 1640. You ready? Are you ready for that? I mean, it makes sense. It's like Ethereum's trend's terrible. And now like, right, isn't it crazy what happens? Like political opponent launches NFTs and then the SEC launches Wells Notice against NFTs a day or two after. Oh yeah, that's right. So if NFTs, they're already dead, that we know they're scams. Yield farming's a scam too. Vitalik Buterin even talked about it, because the yield comes from people trading S coins, and I'm telling you, dude, this market, you're only going to continue losing market participants. Liquidity will continue to dry up. The prices only go lower. Yeah, you like crypto, altcoin, Great Depression looks. This is a great setup right here, dude. I'm not kidding. That could be the next markdown. Think about Bitcoin at 52K or lower. Easily going to get Ethereum down to 1640. Okay, hype in the chat for bearish patterns and bearish trends being identified, so they might be more reliable. And if they're reliable, then they're going to probably perform pretty well. Here we are again, chat. 6.5 years streaming. It's like, you know, the good times, the bad times. We're back in the garbage loser scrub winter time. Dude, people are like, politics. It's like, bro, politics have come for us. Do you not understand, CryptoPunk? There's no escaping politics now. They stayed in their own lane forever. And now, since 2020, politics coming for everything we hold dear, man. They want to take it all. They want more government, bigger government, more government jobs, more taxes, more spending. Politics are like have to be talked about now. We didn't used to really talk about politics until these obscene like proposals started coming to light that will just ruin our country, destroy us. And it will be communism. It'll be a nice little way it's a neo-communism. It's not like USSR, you would die. No, it's going to be a bunch of, middle-aged liberal white women. Okay, you're going to the gulag now. Okay, yeah, we're going to take more. Yeah, your inheritance tax, sorry, you don't get any of that now. Okay. That's where we're headed, man. So just get effed if you're going to say that, like, politics shouldn't be talked. Let's not talk politics, dude. There won't be trading anymore with what they're doing. Gain side. No, I'm just too close to the mic, man. Sorry. I used to have an old mic, and so like it didn't matter. Here's total, man. Okay. Total garbage. Heartline. Remember that Heartline? There were pretty nice tests here. Rejection test even recently. Now it's been recaptured by sellers and being redefended by the sellers. That's what I see on this chart so far. And this is all coming after the most horrid thing you could imagine right there. $2.216 trillion. Let's go back in time and make sure that's real and not a joke of a level. 2.216. What was it? Man, it was the old all-time high from April 2021, where guess what the target is? Below it. That's it. Waiting on 1.779 trillion to 1.71 trillion. All right, that's on deck for total until they recapture everything. Trend is friend. Trend is not friend if you are bull. If you are bear, trend is friend for now, okay? Of course it's happening all over the West, man. It's worse because, yeah, in other places, there is no such thing as states' rights. There is no decentralized power. Everything's federal. Like all the power is like at the federal level everywhere else in the West. And that's why America is so special. And that is why there are so many special interest groups that are like restless, right? They're sleepless in their complete and utter goal of destroying the US. And it's really about 75 million gun-owning, God-loving, God-fearing Americans against the entire effing world. The communist Chinese, the left, the deep state, the Eurocrats, right? The World Economic Forum, George Soros, all these powers with unlimited resources against, just normal Americans just trying to provide for their family and just live a normal life. No, they're coming for you, chat. They are. And they're not going to ever stop. Okay. Ethereum, screwed by the looks of it. Looks like bear pole, bear flag. They could run it up to 2,900 and you'd still be in the bear flag. Okay. Let's go to BNB. Just flat today. A little bit more, hopium you could smoke on this one. You're still above the key level. But understand the most recent discernible event is the lowest high since the all-time high. So that was the side of that was the top of the fence, right? So a lower low than previous lows, lower high than previous high, lower low than previous low, lower high than the previous high. What's next? Because you're starting to trend a certain way. If you get one more lower low, it's done, dude. And $500, in my opinion, is the line in the sand on this one. If we see a test of that and it's favorable price action, it might be a dream for a setup, but my God, man. 500 to BNB is 57.5 to 58.4 on Bitcoin. So both those levels, if like Bitcoin breaks 57.5, BNB is probably not holding 500. Solana, really sad times. I've kind of flipped and maybe, whatever. Hey, he flipped. All right, let's inverse him. Yeah, whatever, dude. There are those people, but I'm just kind of looking at this like, I tweeted about it, man. He tweeted. This is what I'm looking at. And this can become invalid, right? This is just, we're looking at the most recent pieces of data. If new data comes in the near-term future, it can, and it can completely invalidate everything I have here. Right? They start taking out 170, they take out 180 plus, all of a sudden, we're safe, we're fine. But I'm just looking at like that context, and it's, you've confirmed distribution. I didn't really like it when we rolled over, but they held support, which is like really nice because not even Coinbase held support with the same fractal. And you rallied, but the rally was really short-lived and quite pathetic. It was like a high to low, 618, 50%, And then they test the supporting, and then they rally, and it's like, wait a second, this is technically a slightly lower low than this low. But both of these lows represent confirmation. Confirmation of what? More distribution than here and here. And now we're trading below the 200-day simple movement average and the 50 and the 20 now. You're now trading below all three simple moving averages after confirming distribution locally. That's a pretty compelling argument for more downside next. Yes. I would think that the probability is higher we go down next, way more. Major markdown. Probability is higher. Doesn't mean certain, okay? Right, even when you have a 70% chance of number go down next, you still 30% chance of it rallying. Okay, let's go. Pray for Bitcoin. Prayer's all you got, man. You don't really have a technical argument for a buyer right now. That can change. Same with Solana. No argument for upside right now because of the new data and the moving averages. And it just looks like when in this uptrend is Solana doing this? It's not. It's not doing that. It's above all the moving averages. It's testing them. So far removed from the 200. Now you're like below them once and twice. IMO's starting to get really sketchy. The longer you're up here, after what? Come on. After freaking what? I mean, from here, from the lowest low to the highest side, guess what, Solana? A 2,416% rally from the lowest low in December 2022 to the highest high. 447 days. That is significantly better than Bitcoin in performance. And after something like that, you tend to go through way more pronounced corrections. And I'll show you another argument maybe for why. Let's Fibonacci from our highest high in human history to the lowest low. And where are we? We're at a 78% retrace. Such a lack of demand that the buyers in mid-May and late July were unable to test that 786 again. And now we're doing the bearish stuff. Again, when new data presents itself that would completely contradict this argument, I will be the first person to discuss it with you. I'll go live to show you how invalidated my entire argument is once we start taking out 163 at first and then 188. But you got to take out like the high 52-week highs to really invalidate this distribution structure. Okay, that is pretty very well matured at this point with this right here. Okay. Yeah, Andrew 2 says it'll hold. Okay, dude. Good luck, man. Oh my God, good luck to you. They've been holding it, and that's the thing. Absorption, lower high. Absorption of remaining demand. Rally, lower high. Absorption of remaining demand. They're absorbing demand while they're offloading very quietly. Very, you can't tell, right? The layman, normal guy, just Joe Schmo, can't understand or see it because we study the composite, man. We understand like price action, higher highs and lows all represent the psychology of buyers and sellers. And that's all we're doing is we're attempting to identify what they're doing. And I just see that we're getting ready for $81, $78 to $80, man. Oscillator on the daily, the RSI set up for oversold. That looks bad, man. Look what you're doing. You're at like 41. You're about to be crossing into the bearish control zone on the RSI. The MACD is completely primed for, the momentum has reset after putting in a local lower high. Okay. And then I guess XRP. Come on, bro. It's XRP. All right, now I'm just getting, now I don't like it. Yep, don't like it now because new pieces of data are indicating to me distribution's confirmed. That's what they're doing. They're confirming distribution, chat. Are you kidding me? Confirming it. So like, yeah, congrats on the higher low. What you gonna do next? Oh, lower high than previous high locally, sell off, rally, slightly lower low than previous low than previous low. This is distribution, man. They're distributing. Very subtly though. And working on a bearish engulfing candle today, whatever. I don't really care. Like, all right, 50 cents, man. Below 50 cents, probably 43 cents again. Who cares? It's XRP. It's a heart rate monitor anyway. But if Bitcoin dumps, it's definitely going lower. So those are your big cryptos. We just spent, good God, sorry, like 30 minutes talking about all of it. But hopefully there was value, some value contained within my rhetoric.
BCH?
We will. Look at it right now. I mean, Charizard, you string betting the request, whatever, He is string betting the request. Well, thank you, dude. Good thing we're not a casino. To me, I think you're screwed. The argument I had has only become stronger. Okay, I hadn't looked at this one in a few days. They might have, like I'm just telling you, it's now like a daily type 2 return of bearish 5-0. Yep. That's it. So if this plays out, it means this. This is on deck, chat. It just is. Trend is friend. Confirmation high. Just like we saw on Solana. But this one's worse because the trend is already confirmed bearish. That's it. Bitcoin Cash. See you at $200+ and no one's going to give a crap. That means 33% more downside and everything's going to be fine, man. Except for Bitcoin Cash, I wish there's more talk about And I wouldn't say just bearish convergence oscillators. I don't really care. I'm good. Like bad action magnet move broken too, right? Or just like the neckline of this little confirmation or this continuation double tap, 328, and you're bearishly back testing it the past 48 hours. Get effed. I mean, just straight up get wrecked, dude. What was once support locally is now resistance. Market zero, dude. Market freaking zero. The trade setup, I don't give a crap. This is even stronger now. Okay, for downside. There it is. Charizard, thanks again, man. Contributing to the stream. What happened? Some guy on Twitter who's a meme, he was starting to get bullish on crypto again today. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, what about crypto is a sign of strength? Here's Ren Coin down 16%, going for, not even kidding, the lowest high in the history of the chart. The arrow is pointing to the lowest high in the history of the chart. A hidden bearish divergence like class C on the RSI. Just get wrecked. How about high? I love high because high is the best bearish crap ever now. It was a dream. It was one of the harmonic setups of the year. Concluded like the Jesus, and then it was over, and it's like, yeah, 99% retrace because this is not our first rodeo. We know this is what they do. Traders market. When the party's over, then that means we're losing 88 to 99% of our value, and sometimes even more. So I'm just waiting on 2.3 cents. I'm just waiting patiently for high to hit that, and I don't even know if that'll hold. I don't really have any confidence in this scam coin at all. The only confidence I had in the scam coin was the fact that it was an M shape after a crash, long extended crash, and then accumulation, and then confirmation of accumulation, and then a third valley at this level. It's like, okay, this is it. This is a great level to manage risk, as the trend is quite possibly reversed, and it's beautiful. But it's the opposite now. It's like very, very bearish. Momentum-driven asset class. People with normal jobs aping into high. Yikes. They don't watch this stream then. My God. Let's look at big time real quick, just so you know. Going
Do
for
I get 2
zero.
votes for owning a
Just
Trump
about,
card
dude.
NFT?
Okay.
America.
Setting up for
XLFATH,
0
cheers,
cents.
chat.
Get wrecked. Mikobu.
Mikobu super chatted $51.75.
Let's freaking go, dude.
Thank you for the entertainment and non-bias intel during Big Ga days.
What the?
I'm glad they picked Tim Waltz. BCI really thought they needed to go full idiot mode if they actually wanted a chance. Like ball out, sheesh, go hard or go home.
Caleb, thank you for the 10. 1 second. Mikobu, thank you for your first super chat, literally ever, man. Hit that like button on his contribution. Let's freaking go, dude. Yeah, Big Ga days. Intel, the stock, also Big Ga, right? Yeah, these are Big Ga days. It seems like, I mean, the longer we're sitting at 57.5, 58.4, testing it, lower highs getting put in, garbage, rolling over, coming to test it again. The stronger the argument is for way lower prices, which means death for altcoins, which is fine. I'll put on the freaking snow, and we'll, all my logo will be blue, and we'll have icicles. We'll go into a crypto winter if they want to. The banana zone talk, 100K by November. Oh, Macapo cryptos, bullish on crypto when they look like this. Do you know what this represents? Extremely aggressive distribution. That's what this is. That's the composite operator getting the F out as fast as he can as to not create a panic. Proportionate lower highs to each other. Certainly trading below the 200 some moving average, rejecting it the last time we saw it. Such a lack of demand that now buyers are unable to test old supports anymore, unable to test the 200 moving average again. It's even worse on the third peak. You know about the third peak? What? The rule of three. So at this point, resolution probability is pretty much at its highest. Okay, so you know what this means. Do I need to do it? This. It means that. That's what this represents. Impending downside. Minimum, like, so the target, like from here, the arrow is just, okay, yeah. Target from here. 1461 for another test. Once the last demand is absorbed there, the target's $10, 996. So from here, INJ has a good old 42.63% downside from right here. This is a 3 falling peaks continuation pattern, man. This is disgusting. So if like these altcoins look like Solana looks like it, you know, distribution confirmed. You got S coins like Injective Protocol. Oh yeah, let's inject it with shorts. And then and the oscillators look set up for way lower prices too. I mean, if it's all set up on these altcoins, that means that Bitcoin might be done. Like sometimes it is like that, where Bitcoin's kind of the Rubik's Cube, but then the altcoins are just screaming, we are screwed. We are about to melt down. And then all of a sudden, Bitcoin melts down and the Rubik's Cube solves itself. Oh, Ethereum with the bear pole bear flag. And Solana with the distribution confirmed. BNB verdict it's kind of a Rubik's Cube, you know, the dragon, but it, you know, lowest high. Before it, lowest low. I hope you're ready. Because if these structures play out, this market's done. It's cooked. A barbecue. You want to see something nasty? You know, I know, dude. Why are you talking about S coins? Look at this. Okay, so there's this 5,300, 5,400 level. It's been getting regarded as support resistance for a couple of years now, over 2 years. And what they do, they broke it. You know, you had a nice little joke rally, amongst the lowest highs in the history of YFI. And then they took it out, and now you're just back testing 3 days in a row. What was once should have been support, resistance support, is now definitely resistance. Undeniably, doesn't matter which peak you use, hidden bearish divergence, so implied continuation downward. Techno Boy, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Much love, man. If you're watching on Twitch, much love. Thank you, dude. Y'all, peoples. There's probably like 3 of y'all, but thank you. It's just there, man. It's like whatever. So YFI, there's no confirmation high really. It's legit just price action trade. You could have a stop above 54.40 and just see if what they're doing is real, because to me it looks very, very real. I mean, if Solana, Ethereum, INJ, if they play out, this is playing out too. This is going $4,000. And no one's going to give a crap. It's yield farming. And yield farming is pretty much a scam, according to Vitalik Buterin. Yeah, the man. Oh, Matic, dude, hype in the chat. Well, Matic recovered a lot today. Well, somewhat today. It was down way more. No, like 6% at the lows. This is beautiful. This is an ongoing short trade setup. I mean, my God, as soon as like the trade setup was published, it was just like, mark it down, dude. Dump this crap non-stop for 72 hours now. But it was literally like, as soon as this level was taken, I was like, okay, all right. One time, I don't know. Second time, I know. And it was a higher high, right? The double top with the higher high is, if it does play out, it performs beautifully. The best performers are the higher high double tops. And so that means to me, 30 cents is the first target. Waiting on it, man. Waiting on 30 cents on Matic. You understand this level? It's literally a level where one of the most epic trade setups ever on this chart occurred. 1 target, 2, and then like 3 target. Like it's just each peak was it was target 1, 2, 3. Can't even make it up. And now here we are on the other side of the fence where it was support. It's now resistance confirmed locally. just think about, like, if Bitcoin doesn't defend 57.5, what happens to Matic 30 cents and below? How's I don't know, and you know, not many altcoins are doing too bad today. Avalanche though, what's happened? Such a lack of demand from market participants that the buyers were unable to even go back test that 29.33 level as they did in June, as they did in July. So that means most recent discernible event on Avalanche is the lowest high of entire effing downtrend. Before that, the lowest low of entire effing downtrend. So they're coming back down to this key level where they defended it this time, but you're probably not going to be as lucky this time around. 2059 breaks, it is over. Avalanche loses 50% of its value. Well, Avalanche, be prepared to get destroyed, all right? I mean, he might be trolling saying 17% of his portfolio, but that 17% of your portfolio is about to get, wrecked. Like, I don't know how you can own assets in trends like this. In any portfolio, like, how do you put something that is undeniably bear trend, lower highs, lower lows, in your portfolio? You don't do that. That's stupid. Owning Avalanche right now is really stupid in terms of like a trend trader. Really dumb. I don't know. You just don't care. The Guffolio, yeah, there you go. Makobu, exactly. Guffolio. No, we didn't hit Cardano, man. It's crap like all the rest. Anyway, let's move on. God, it's so depressing. I just get entrenched in it, and I just want you to know, just like a public service announcement on altcoins, they're just bad. S&P 500, the 100, man. I don't know, man. Like, hidden bearish divergence is beginning to mature here, right? Where you made a high on price, the all-time high. And now we have like an 88% retrace and substantially higher highs, but you're spinning the wheels up here, and the momentum is just waning. And the closer you get to neutral, the more matured the hidden bullish divergence is. When it goes from potential into like, yeah, this is actually really hidden bearish divergence. I don't really like that at all. A V shape based on nothing, just flipping coins on this run, and now you're here after filling the gap pretty much. Filling the gap, 88% retrace, hidden bearish divergence on the daily. Gaps below you, undeniably. Those are the targets. Your targets on the S&P, like 543 and 533. Maybe they keep it up, but hey, it was up 0.01% today. It's up 0.11% after hours, so maybe we're going to be fine, man. Maybe it's fine. Dow Jones hit an all-time high, but they pulled it back, man. But in the end, it was still the highest price and the highest daily candle close in the history of this chart, going back over 100 years. So definite hype in the chat here, man. They did it. 42,077 is the 1.618 major fib extension. Starting to work on a little bit of bearish divergence, maybe. No structure here. Nothing, nothing very well defined. It was just a V shape, but it pretty much hit a demand line, which was cool. I mean, it's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Here we go, like, here's your resistance from June. V shape and failure. They filled the gap on the upthrust. Just fulfilled that. Back below it, and you're rolling over lowest daily candle close confirmed on the NASDAQ today since August 14th. And guess what? That's the target area, 17,200, target 1, target 2, 16,780. 2 unfilled gaps, they're going to fill. And kind of subtly weak, because from this high to low, it's not an 886, it's like a 78% retrace, right? Yep, 786. I mean, whatever, maybe they turn it around, but this doesn't really look great short term. There's that same hidden divergence developing, maturing on the daily histogram. The Russell 2000 ETF. It was up 0.71% today. Look, the broader market doing things, man. Some of these stocks are looking kind of amazing. Like, whoa, we got a big rotation going on. I mean, like Square and PayPal. PayPal had a colossal breakout today. We'll go into some of them. But yeah, this one's just above 213, just in between two big levels, 213, 230. If this all continues, then 230 will be the target eventually. Unfilled gap around 208, 206. All right. Square does look great. Look at the weekly on it. Han looks amazing too. Some of these healthcare stocks, like wild, dude. Here we go. Gold amongst its highest daily candle close ever. It was the second highest daily candle close ever yesterday. Now we have a new candle. I don't know, man. Just kind of this. There's no value here. There's no opportunity for a fresh like swing trade or anything. Nothing to do. If you're a gold holder, congrats on holding gold, and one would keep holding their gold that's physical and let it ride, man. But you know, pullbacks happen all the time, so they could pull this thing back to 2,400 and it'd still be the highest low in the history of the chart. So yeah, I don't know, man. Just floating on up. Nothing much for the swing trader today. Holding above that 60 threshold. Bullish control zone on gold still. We got laser beams. We got sharks with laser beams. Musical laser beams. Let's turn it up here. What was it like? Was it? All right, anyway, sorry. Yeah, we just lost 50 viewers. Cap up. Pew pew. Silver. It was okay, and then everything changed, right? Like in a day. What do you mean? Okay, so they had broken the channel. They had broken overhead resistance. They were back testing the resistance as support, but then bearish engulfing candle. Back inside the channel. Back below the key overhead resistance. That's not really what you're looking for, man. So again, in this situation, I don't think there's much to do as a swing trader. Not quite deep enough for the shark to be shorting, but nothing on the buyer side for like, let's go long right now. Nah, I'm good. Before we get, we're thematic here. We got, we're on commodities, egg futures. Oh my God, egg futures are breaking back out this month. Yep, the price of eggs per dozen on average at its highest level since April. We're talking over 1 year highs. Well, we got like 15, 16 month highs on the price of grade A eggs per dozen US city average. What a trend. We are in an uptrend, chat. Hidden bullish divergence playing out and breaking the last over. There's no more resistance, dude. That was it. Eggs about to go insane. Target 483. You ready? You freaking ready for the eggs, dude? All right, just wanted to clear it up. We got 4 minutes till the daily close on Bitcoin. Power hour has been a power dud. It's been dud hour on Bitcoin. Wow, corn futures finally popped. Holy crap, it only took years. They gapped literal corn futures up 8.42% today. It's probably news-driven catalyst. No rhyme or reason. It was probably close to an 886 from a low to high up there. But whatever. There's nothing you do on this. You just look at it and say, wow, corn futures did it. Orange juice futures, though, is something special. Right? They kind of W-shaped it, Gartleyed it, but then boom, like we're just back. Like just another really strong green candle today, up 4%. Are they going to keep it going? This is psychotic, dude. This is the true Bitcoin chart. It started with classic accumulation structure. Remember, this is the inverse INJ chart. Yeah, so just, wow, just spectacular strength from market participants. Frozen concentrate orange juice A futures. Let's go, dude. Cotton, and nothing to look at. Natural gas again was up. But dude, just bad trend, right? Very bad trend. Soybeans were up a little bit. Terrible downtrend. Gross. I don't care. Okay, whatever. Just looking at food. Coffee futures finally cooled off. This could be 3 drives, rising wedge. Oh my God. Like, is it? Let's see. I wonder. Is coffee futures gonna do something like this? I haven't messed around with this one. We're gonna do something like that. That's what you got maybe going on. Maybe like that, initial touch point, just trying to make sense of it. You do have 2 upsloping converging trend lines, and you were at the supply line. At a key overhead resistance, rejected 250, 250. Is that real? Yes, sir, madam, it is. It's amongst one of it was your all-time high back in December 2021 when Bitcoin had already topped out. Coffee futures weren't done. They went one more time, and the all-time high hit in February 2022. So that's where you are. What a nice recovery. And understand, up here, high to low, this is like 100% retrace, 98% retraces. So as value perceived area for shorts more than like good for a long. Like, this is not a great spot to be long in coffee futures. I'm sorry. Not after you had an M shape that with triple divergence. Up here it's like, be careful. We'll see if it keeps going, man. Hype in the chat. Coffee. Let's look at Dollar General real quick. Let me read off to you what they said in their conference call. I'll read it. Down 32.15% today. Lowest price and lowest close seen since November of 2017. Remember that? November 2017, that was a special time in crypto for Bitcoin and all those S-Coin loser scams that were created out of thin air. About 1,800 of them. Now we got 2.5 million of them, and the market's awful. God. So this is like, this is like what was said on the conference call. I want to provide some additional context around what we are seeing and hearing from our customers. The majority of them state that we feel worse off financially than they were 6 months ago, as higher prices, softer employment levels, and increased borrowing costs have negatively impacted low-income consumer incentive. As a result, our core customer, who contributes approximately 60% of our overall sales, comes predominantly from households earning less than $35,000 annually. Inflation has continued to negatively impact these households, with more than 60% claiming that they've had to sacrifice on purchasing basic necessities due to the higher cost of those items, in addition to paying more for expenses such as rent, utilities, and healthcare. More of our customers report that they are now resorting to using credit cards for basic household needs, and approximately 30% have at least one credit card that has reached its limit. In our latest survey, 25% of our customers surveyed noted they anticipated missing a bill payment in the next 6 months. That is like really scary rhetoric, but that's the research they did. That is amongst the highest volume we've ever seen, highest volume seen on Dollar General today since August 2014. Complete and utter collapse. It's tragedy. It's calamity. What a meltdown. How do they know that? They did a survey. What? Do you not hear? Did you not read or listen? All right, there it is, chat. There it is. A new daily candle. Let's go to Bitcoin. How did it close? pretty disappointing. Remember that time we were about to have a bullish engulfing candle for most of the day, at least most of the morning, and then some in the afternoon, and it's gone. So no longer an actual Japanese candlestick pattern that you could say. And here we go. I mean, like, if today doesn't go well, okay, today's pretty important because we talked about momentum has completely reset. So that means the next big move can occur now. You don't want bad price action today, because then the negative momentum begins to build again, and we know what can happen when it starts building again after just bearish convergence. So you just got to pray on the 4-hour right here that they run it back up sooner rather than later, because you are running out of time. Remember those moving averages. Trading with a confirmation close today and yesterday, trading woefully below all 3 of your major moving averages, something you don't really do ever in true uptrends. When were you ever trading below all 3 moving averages? Last time you were doing it was before the trend really started going again. You were in a over 100-day no trend the last time you were trading below all the moving averages. And there were no forms of true distribution. It was the same high and the same low in the end. Not like we're seeing now, where it is only lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows consecutively, and there is no one in the world that could refute that. There is distribution. It's happening. You're listening to the wrong people that are putting on some sort of... They romanticize Bitcoin. Hey man, I have Bitcoin art. Okay, I have a Bitcoin ticker, live in my living room. Like, yeah, I love Bitcoin too, but it's not about Bitcoin. Yeah, that Bitcoin's gonna serve the same purpose at $5 as it does at 70,000, 100K, a million. That doesn't matter. It's not relevant. But the technicals look terrible. The technicals are like, yeah, we just legit confirmed the 200 moving average is resistance once, and then the higher. Remember we talked about double tops? Right, you have all the double tops. You got a double top. Okay, we know the double top. All right. And then you got a lower high double top. And then you got, what is it? You got the higher high double top. And of the 3 double tops, the same high, the lower high, and the higher high, if the higher high actually plays out and catches follow through, it performs better than the others based on research done by Bulkowski. Okay, this is the most powerful double top, and you could be looking at Bitcoin doing that, but in a continuation form, not a classic reversal form. And altcoins and mega downtrends do it over and over and over again. We've seen it, not just this cycle, every single cycle when they go in the mega downtrends. Like, they're confirming it. They're confirming what was once resistance is resistance again. Time to mark down, and they collapse. So I'm saying a high, sell off, and then the higher high. And then back where we are. Why we started, like it was nothing. It was like, why did they do that? That's bad. Man bun's bullish. You need any more reason to get a little more freaked out about this situation? I mean, technicals are telling you on altcoins lower prices. They just are. Bitcoin might hold 57.5. Like, it's not over till the fat lady sings. You understand? I'm not calling and say, hey man, we're going lower on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's holding support. But once that 57.5 breaks, all those altcoin structures that look so bearish and look like they're setting up for lower prices are going to resolve so beautifully. It's going to kill the market more. We're going to go into crypto winter, but yeah, that higher high, second top, that's like these are all buyer inducing rallies. Buyer induction. All right, let's get that retail. Anyone we can. We'll sell to them up here at 65K. Before was 70K. Before was 72. Before was 73.6. They induce buying these rallies, but we know the W shapes. Yeah, I'm just a little concerned, chat. And I think like the technical analysis gives you cause to be concerned about these assets. Ethereum, they've just given up, dude. Ethereum's just like, yeah, we're just bear flagging, and we're probably gonna head on down to $1,600. Yeah, that's the way it looks here. And I don't give a crap. Yeah, it rallies to 2,900. Fine, then that's a great short trade setup. Let's publish it. If we get up there again, let's do it. But for now, if the market's really, really weak and that negative momentum begins to really build on the daily on Bitcoin now, it's sooner rather than later that Ethereum collapses. First target's $2,100, $2,000. But again, just for the bear flag, without the context historically, 1640. BNB again, below the 200 moving average, the lowest high, the lowest low. Before that was the lowest high. Before that was the first lower low, and then the all-time high. So I just like, yeah, man, I don't really trust the market. Like, God forbid, and forgive me for not trusting crypto, because there's nothing indicating really anything good. Remember the July 25th stream where it's like, man, all the variables are implying like downside next. It doesn't look good. And then we crashed 30% in 6 days. It's like, didn't know we were going that far, but it implied that we were going at least lower to some degree. And now these same things are kind of happening again. Here we go. Altcoins are really painting the picture. Bitcoin's kind of painting the picture. You can just do a wild coin. What is it? A wild card S coin. Cardano. Hey, man. Oh, you see the downtrend conceptualized here. At least part of it. And what is it? Most recent discernible events. Lowest high, lowest low of downtrend. And woefully, unfortunately, below the key inflection point from history. Where when you're below this level, straight down, straight up. Straight down, not all the way, but straight up. Look, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Chat, do you understand? Cardano is setting up for 24 cents here. It just is. And there's nothing I can do about it. I can't like change that. You don't want to own Cardano below 37 cents. It's asking to lose a tremendous amount of your money. Like from where Cardano is right now, downside potential, to let's just say the bottom of this little structure, fine, 26.6% downside. But if they just take it to the next inflection point, like historically they do, there's 32% downside. Reasonable. Very reasonable. The trend's bearish, lower highs, lower lows. You're rejecting an inflection point. Yeah. Very reasonable. Bro, Techno Boy, what are you talking about? You want to see, look, you hear what I'm saying about like, this is almost like the self-destruct switch of a spaceship was hit, and like the alarms are going off, right? And everyone's like exiting, like, oh my god, all right, everyone on the ship. We're talking about exiting the ship, and some dude's over in the break room, and he's like, hey man, what's going on? Can we look at Sweat Coin? It's like, dude, you should be in the escape pod. You shouldn't be asking about Sweat Coin. It's not better than Ethereum. It's as bad as big time. My God. More turtles. The Jonathan Turtles, man, doesn't look good. Remember, Heartline rejected 48 hours now. Remember, it was resistance, 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 rejected. Resistance recently, and now re-regarded as resistance. What are we going to do? We're going to look at Pundy Coin. No. Andrew, sorry I missed your $5 super chat earlier. Thank you, dudes. You do. You get 2 votes. Sorry, you got millions of illegal migrants that will take out all of your votes here. So, well, they'll just
on
stop.
the weekly.
They'll just stop
I
counting.
know we have a couple of days, but
That's
what
I
are the
fear.
criteria for a
Like
tweezer
they'll
top?
just, these people that are morally bankrupt that have control of these voting stations in these very blue cities, they'll just stop counting and no one will do anything about it. And then a day will go by and then it's like, oh yeah, our guy won. Yeah, look how many votes. That's what I'm worried about, because like people are just like, yeah, this is good. These things happening are like good for the election. It's like, no, it's not. None of that matters. Like, we know Kamala Harris can't win on actual merit, or probably even votes or popular vote, like any of that. Like, she can't really win that way. So they're gonna cheat, of course. These people are morally bankrupt, bro. Music stop, okay. No, let's get Nvidia, whatever. Yeah, let's do it. Nvidia. Dude, I gotta show you something, man. You're gonna lose it, okay? So, I pinged, I think, everyone today in the Discord chat about this. This is a fractal. Remember when Tesla was the short seller graveyard because of run that would never stop? And then finally a lower high gets put in, then a major drawdown, then a rally, then it's an 886 rally. On the third peak, the 886, the shark shows itself. This is concerning. This is extremely concerning. I was like, wait, hold on. I remember this. This happened. And 886, 1, 2, 3. And that was it, dude. It was, yeah, sure, we sold off, then we rallied, lower high, 200 moving average confirmed, roll over again. We could go back. We could go back, way back through yesteryear. Oh, where I gotta go now. Let's see what date, April 2022. Back in the day when Tesla was bullish. Is there a time? Maybe I don't have the documentation of that. I think I covered on stream, whatever. Yeah, the last one I had was a really nice bullish shark down here. It was a trade set. Oh my God, you want to see the trade setup on that? Oh my God. Forgot about that one, dude. It was the shark with all that accumulation riding above the 200 moving average. Look at this thing. Oh my God, dude. It was a dream. Oh, of course, it's so old that they won't even show it. But yeah, it went like way higher. The shark with the accumulation, and then the hidden bullish divergence on the third valley above the 200. Oh my God, dude, it was such a dream. Oops. Anyway, I don't know. I'd have to like find it on stream somewhere. I'll go back and I'll look. But that's the same thing going on video right now. So I would just be really careful about semiconductors and tech stocks. We'll see. You know, maybe it's nothing burger, maybe 5-0. I don't know. But I just 1, 2, 3, the third peak resolution. Remember, Bitcoin, the third peak, what happened? We didn't know, but we identified a bearish harmonic, the 886 of the bearish shark, the same structure here, and it crashed 30% in 6 days. And here we are. We're looking at the same thing. It's like, oh my God, it's a rerun. It's a Bitcoin rerun. Lowest daily candle close confirmed on Nvidia since August 13th. Really not a big deal. But again, more downside. Unfilled gap 108 and $97 could be on deck if this actually resolves bearishly. Sorry, let me Apple did okay. You know, but everything else kind of, well, Microsoft, Google looks bad. Like, remember bear flagging? Like, what are they doing? Oh, it's like they broke the bear flag today. Dude, they did. Confirmed bearish breakdown. And that pull right, that bear pull is insane. Size of Statue of Liberty. My God. You don't even want to know. 130s measure move. Anyway, that's pretty bad. GG no re on Google on the bearish breakdown. But you know, Volkowski talks about true confirmation of bear flag breaks are like the bottom of the flag or the top. Yeah. We'll see. You know, could be nothing burger. Yeah, and going back to Tesla, it doesn't really look great, man. There's no, like, we're like, hey, man, we know 205, 209 is very important. But you're just not getting any positive price action yet. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we get something. Maybe we get like a nice, they open it lower and then we engulf through and we're back above 209 and then we back test the next day, hold it, and then we're off, you know. But dang, this is kind of ugly price action. No real bids coming in off the 205 level. So... Meta still kind of like, dang, man, that sucks. They like bearishly back tested the upthrust. Double tap, but not just double tap. Confirmed, right? The top of the range is now confirmed resistance again. So that could mean that, you know, they might break through. Oh my God, yeah. But the new data is saying like max downside potential. If like this is actually real and there's follow through off the confirmed bearish back test today. That's that March 8th, 2024 high. That's the old all-time high. If that's real, then 454 is a good target, or at least halfway, the midpoint, 491. That's pretty disgusting. That's kind of like the worst thing that could ever happen until there's new data that would refute and contradict everything. And that would be like a mega, you know, green candle that takes us back above 531 very soon. Otherwise, yeah, you're setting up maybe for lower prices here. Golly. Sorry, crypto sucks. Sorry, the NASDAQ's not doing too great. But then all of a sudden you start looking at some of these other stocks. I mean, you start looking at, I don't even, something like this. It may not even play out, but then you're like, dang, dude, BIIB, it's an M shape completing, maybe a type 2 return down here. It's promising, but no bids yet. Not really that concerned. Okay. Look at BBY. Look what happened to it, man. It was there. It was the Terra Luna fractal. It was one bottom, and then the second bottom on the weekly was an inverse head and shoulders. And look at you now, gapped up on earnings. It was crazy. It made the pattern in the end. Super sexy. I mean, that's artwork, man. BXPay, you know, I mean, classic accumulation structure after seeing 14-year lows at the bottom. Now, you know, it's like pretty much your highest daily candle close today since February 2023. So we're talking like 18-month highs. Upside, I mean, 77.41. They break 77. Boom, $105 target off this measured move. Forget about it. Measured move of this structure from the high to from that low to the second peak. Measured move, boom, 101, $100, psychological level, $100 target. I mean, there's stuff out there that's turning it around, man. How's Caesar doing? It was down there. They're still holding on. They're still trying, right? Still got a chance of the dragon playing out, but it's just kind of weak below the 200. Not that great. There are others that are better. DRI, man. Oh my God, what a start. Just the M shape, 886, just good rally. Still in a really nice uptrend, long-term uptrend. DTE? Yeah, this one's like reversed and highest daily candle close seen since September 2022 today. EA Sports, it's in the gains. On breakout watch. Again, I tweeted about this one. This is the most significant, largest, most beautiful specimen looking ascending triangle on the entire stock market. Find me one. Find me an ascending triangle on the weekly that is larger and more significant than this one. Find me one. And then you have to like find a classic accumulation structure locally that implies upside too. Composite man doing stuff. Yeah, have your alerts set up because price discovery is looming on this one. They might pull it back too. There's plenty of room. But dang, man, unbelievable artwork here by whoever this composite man is. This is a 7-year, just a 6-year ascending triangle, man. Eastman Chemical, dude. Like, you kidding me? What chemical? Yeah, they turned it around. They changed the trend. It's back to being uptrend, right? Rectangle. They break it. 112 up there. Consolidating nice and tight. How about ENR? You know, good God. Highest daily candle close on ER since January. Beautiful. This is like setting up for $40 to $42+ at the bottom. My God, man, it doesn't get much better than stuff like this. This is the dream. This is what a lot of the silver and gold miners were doing right before they were up here. This is very similar to IP, International Paper. Different harmonic, but very similar price action after the harmonic completed. EPD. EPD, look what they've done. They've tried. They've like recaptured. I don't know. It's not really that great. It's just above the 200. They're holding it. Higher highs, higher lows. Whatever. Better ones. Expedia actually looks good, man. DatCam, right? Like the class accumulation is beautiful. They pulled it back. Nice 786 retrace. That gap held. And then 2 lows that are higher than these lows. We're in an uptrend. They trend reversed. So now like bullish stuff going on. Highest daily close since February 8th. Breaking resistance now. Like, this is a big deal. They broke it out today. Look. 2015, 2018, 2019, 2021. A breakout on Expedia. Kind of a dragon. Not really. It's just whatever. It's a break of a supply line, back test, confirmation low. This low's higher than this low. So it's like, again, more accumulation confirmed locally. Love it. Foot Locker, what an amazing back test. Earnings, it got wrecked. But, dude, like what was once a resistance support for so long, it's so many different areas over so many different years, has been formally regarded as support before. You know the target is 36.56 now. Like gap fill, okay, 36.56. Trends reversing, man. Reversing on Foot Locker. Can't believe it, right? Yeah. Han, I'm liking Han, dude. I own Han. Healthcare, whatever, harmonic completed, long-term uptrend. Yeah, what a nice trend. Way more upside, even before an 886, you know, if you start sweating about that W shape. Yeah, 230 probably on deck, waiting for it. They defended the demand line back above the 200 moving average. Gap fill target, 213.58. Upside, yeah, we got upside, man. And we could keep it going and going and going, chat. But I've been live an hour and a half now, and I'm just going to get out of here. So, look, man, what do you want from me? What do you actually want from me? I post these charts in the Patreon/Citadel, too. A lot more of them than that. So, oh, Tron for Anonymous. What's up, dude? All right. Anonymous wanted Tron. I didn't see that. Sorry, must have been just in the zone. Tweezer top. Where? Weekly. He says weekly tweezer top. Not really. Not quite. If you want it to be a true tweezer of all tweezers, you want them to be identical tops. This one's not. Right? Well, this one is just as much as a tweezer top as this. This one. Or here. Right? Different wicks. How do you know? You don't know. So, yeah, I don't know if we can call that. But I'll tell you this. They hit resistance, and there was some supply there, at least for now. I don't think there's enough of an argument for a short because you don't have confirmation highs yet. It's just, you just got there. But, yeah, man, there's something going on with this crap. I don't know what it is, but we know an 886 has been achieved from the high to the low. So if you just want to short at the 886, go with God, you know. Deep value perceived area for a short seller after such a stupid, unbelievable communist Chinese run. Yeah. Couple of days. What are the criteria? You want the wicks to match perfectly. I'll just show you an example, right? There it is. Right there, the tweezer top. You see the wicks match each other? You want them to match. Even if they're longer wicks, just identical. That's what you want, man. Okay, simple. And then you need follow through on the next candle. You also need that. Yeah, that's part of it. Not just the 2 candles, then the follow through candle to confirm. All right. So all we can do on crypto right now is pray for the Bitcoin. Good God, you just don't want any more selling in the next 3 days. You don't, because then you're going to have a bearish engulfing candle. They've already pierced through the entire candle. Yeah, it was a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly. Now it's like, it's not really a good candle. Weekly is back below 60. Dude, that sucks on the weekly, right? They engulfed it just to go test that level formally as resistance after it broke a few weeks before. It's just a bearish back test confirmed now. That's all that's happened on the weekly. That's not really good. Yeah, not good at all. But yeah, all we can hope for on the daily is that the buyers continue to defend 58.5 and we start running to 63.588. Then we'll be a little safer. Yeah, that's the goal, okay? That's what we have to have. We need buyers to actually bid this thing, not whatever this joke was today and yesterday. We need real bids, and then we got to take out the previous high. And then we got to break out and then back test that level of support. Then we got to break the previous high after that, 70K. Those are things that have to happen soon. So we're not dead yet. We're just fine like a fruit fly, right? Fine until 57.5 breaks. When 57.5 starts breaking, I'm probably going live. So have your alert set up so you just know, hey, Mitch is going live. I'm going to tune in. So thank you for coming out. Appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Bakobu, thank you for that 5175. Session Top Jesus. Till next time, respect the T. Hey.